Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick your main. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail. Pick a class. Mercenary. Deadeye. Commando. Psyfreak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Mercenary. Mercenary chosen. Sounds good. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of your key the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress, and as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. One down. Scrapalicious. Crack-a-doodle. Stand against that. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Good parts make for good scrap. You should be able to use that. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Wow. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Handy. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding. You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen the Nonno's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Mooma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the Second Coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. The road ahead won't be easy. He wants... Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the... You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
That's a spark of light!
What's there to like?
Not as much as it hurts.
Always making...
And you're...
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date says you will make a better stand against the world. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on... regardless of who you... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out-of-Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. Out-of-Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. A challenge. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Doesn't know it.
Sibi? La fanen aginkan man. Gerat na fal hutut mustugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. He welcomes you to the Myriad fort. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossed the wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. He guesses the time. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Your Muma invented Wung Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons. Myriad wants unity between the... If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life. He was hoping you'd join them. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds. Tells you not to be afraid. Once you've dealt with seeing you, he remembers your kind. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong. Says it's about time you... Let's see. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. You're harmed. Don't have it in you right now. What a bruiser! Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored. He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to grow. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He's happy to hear that from someone. He wonders what usefulness you found. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. Then you've got to...
Kalino?
She wants you to grow up and start thinking.
Kanamun kanyala no toro.
They look determined. Better watch out.
Masai Onana.
He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're...
Masai Onana.
He says that it...
Alo,
There's no way...
Titifaga, saluto.
He wants to know who you think you are.
Titifaga, saluto.
You'll have to face...
Verena masalapu.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Kodotuku.
She says it's nice of you to consider them, but
Kentsib.
the most...
Kodotuku.
It... Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave for training. He'll talk to her. He's curious to see what you've found. He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionuclear... He says it's about time you learned how. The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. He's looking forward to...
Antoro.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Boilakudo.
Wants you to understand.
Boilakudo.
She says she is...
Pala.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Andro.
That's all she's
Dere.
been working on a present for you.
Ingava aldo.
You should go see him and find... Catchy.
Inga Valdod.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Kuri Kumbala Muma.
A piece...
Ruhemukton.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Kuri Kumbala Muma.
You're lucky to...
Yo no massa man barut.
Your Muma says you look tired. No,
Ben Nampusa.
rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Kensi. Camomine.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Antoro.
Your...
Kensi.
Whatever happened, here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you... Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Flash the slash. What a blow! You're injured. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Shot.
Wautwan platsie. Ne juhedu paju. Ju lägen kul ma me bellepö.
You should hurry there.
Piappo. Nebek kul.
Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning. Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch to survive. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Well placed. That sort of stuff always comes in handy. Zilch here. The plague that's ruining the land needs to be stopped. That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old... The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just... well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days. There must be a track. A flush stool from the back in town. Seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. You're not ready for that yet. Better than nothing. This corner of the world is called Bricktown. It's harder for others to see you in the dark. Looks like the fry sparker's knobs need to be in sync if you want to get the hardware working. It's a fry sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away. Nothing, really. Maybe next time. You found the track. So much of this place was just discarded. Lucky the track somehow made it. When the tracks... There's a lot on the line here. Let's see. Wild headgear. stories keep moving. Never thought I'd see a clothes soaker from the long gone again. It's an up cleaner of unwash, the clean-cut way to unstain garb. You need to get the pegs lined up to get the You really put a spin on it. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. It's gone from being late to being early. So many keys, so many locks. Great capper. Feeling stronger every day. There's so much more below the ground. The deep cut. Don't let anything go to waste. At least you got something for your trouble. That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. That's some sharp wood scrap there. Watch for splinters. It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place. Hey, nice shot. The perfect place for a fight. Someone will pay dearly for that.
Ja.
This one seems to be in good spirits, despite...
Ja.
Has heard that you have a sense of... Asks you to do...
Fan that flame!
Wait, no!
I've got all...
Oh, do you
I don't have...
The oil claimed this land a long time ago. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but the Toxanol Corporation, they can... You're on the right... You always find good use for things like that. Beats hunting down scrap. You could experiment with that. This box once tailed a chugger. Now it's just off track. Look at that! Follow the rails and you'll find all sorts of little treasures scattered all over. Of course not. Good work. The warmth just goes right to your toesies. That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there. Lots of notices on the board for things that made sense in the days when the surf was a lot cleaner. Interesting to see what... In the old days, this was a port. Toxanol didn't... You should be... Let's see. Hey, the surf here looked cleaner when that track... It wasn't... Glad you had... You should figure your nighttime strategy. slice and dice. This actually feels refreshing. Might not need that now, but you will later. Ring up those rungs. Came up empty. A shopperia. Maybe there's something still inside. Godford. Finish 'em. Wow. Now that's a flesh wound. Enjoy the darkness while it lasts. Rid of the aches and pains. This one has heard that you have a set. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake. Is great.
Light! Instantly ban.
How much?
Or the light!
I mean...
Didn't expect to see that again. Seems that the knobs need to be aligned so the device can load its program. You need to align the knobs so that they match. sound seems to travel farther at night. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for rest and recovery, when day can become night, and the other way around. You need to be more streetwise first. A perfect fit. Perfect for slicing and dicing. That'll do just fine. Rito and his bandits make camp here. Take care. Mace the kill. asks you to do the right.
The light shines on.
Better.
Right.
You're the
worst.
Small things for your big ideas. Was this worth all the trouble? The light is nearly blinding. Watch you flex. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a... Look here, another toxin old dump. Hacker slash. The gooing of the water in the ground is spreading. This one seems to be... has heard...
Come toward the light.
Slow?
When you see...
Well, what about...
Ah! Poppy!
Good hit. Chop it up. Super effective. That's going to leave a mark. There's a serenity about. There are things out there waiting for you. This area is biocontaminated. It's really hazardous. This place would make anyone sick. Hey, there's some scrumpy metal scrap for you. Let's see.